This is Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Don't shake that fire.
Wake your fuck ass up. That crust on you.
Welcome, chefs. Are you ready to hear about your first challenge?
Absolutely.
Now, to get you guys warmed up, we're starting off with something that should be really just a no-brainer. It's going to be your best egg dish. I don't care if it's for breakfast, lunch, dinner. You just have to make a great egg dish. All right, chefs, to your carts. Oh, I forgot. I have a couple things I'd like you to pick up for me while you go to the store. This is called the grocery list. Pick up the 7 items on this list, and they must be incorporated into your dish. We're gonna go in 3, 2, 1, go!
Sundays, 8 p.m. on the Food Network. We're talking about Guy's Grocery Games, ladies and gentlemen. And he's here with his 6th cookbook, Guy Fieri Family Food.
Wow.
125 real deal recipes, kitchen tested, home approved meals, recipes, secrets, and it's out right now. And our buddy is with us right now, Guy Fieri.
He's here, baby.
Yes.
Love Guy.
You know, it's funny. A guy like me is ambidextrous in his talents and skills.
You know what?
So food is one of the things he does well. He's obviously a great public speaker.
Yeah.
Snazzy dresser.
Yeah.
You know,
Did you
image
see that
consultant.
collared shirt when I came walking in? I know I got to bring it.
Yeah, you brought it today. But like me, he too is also an athlete, Heather, and we were just reminiscing on the last time we saw each other.
Oh, it was great. I was cruising. I went to the, we were at the All-Star game in Toronto, and I come cruising through, and I just got to get my kid. He didn't want to come with me. Can I get something from the souvenir thing? I said, yeah, what do you want to get? He goes, whatever you get me, I'll be right here. So I take off. I go around the corner to get him something, and it's long, and I come by, see my man, sit down, talk, hang out, do the whole thing. I get back about an hour later. My kid's like, where have you been?
That's right.
Long
Yeah.
line.
You remember
long
that,
line.
Heather?
Yeah,
That was
we were
awesome.
Doing the NBA thing,
Yeah,
like sitting
yeah,
outside of the concession stand.
Yeah, it was
That's
a good
true.
time.
That's right.
Sway, there go Guy. Sway, do you know Guy? I was like, Guy, what up, man?
It was a trip.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
what a great time, by the way.
Wasn't it?
I've never been to the All-Star game. Have you been? You've been before.
I've been, yeah.
I've never been, and my kid was hassling me. Just on me. I'm like, listen, I've taken you to the awards game. We've been to the, went to the championship or one of the games, and I said, okay, we'll go. I will promise you this: I will never stop going. All-Star game is the best.
It's an incredible time, but you happen to be there the year that Kobe Bryant was playing his last.
Right. Oh man.
And so that made it even more special, right?
And we sat right there on the floor by the West Bench, and so we got to see all the interaction with Kobe and all the players and all the respect that was given to him. He was so great with everybody. Matter of fact, he came up, said hi to me, said, "Hey, Chef, how you doing?" And Ryder was there, and Ryder was, he's 11, but he knows all the players, and his eyes were that big.
Wow.
It was a really I'm just this very special time, and Toronto was awesome as a host.
Yeah.
That city really put it on.
We were asking
was
you,
cold.
It was cold as hell, man. It was brutally
cold.
cold. We were asking you about rate the food in the concessions.
Yeah, the French fries, the hot dog.
Yeah, I don't know that I think I came home skinny.
Yeah.
No, Toronto.
Oh, damn.
Toronto, from that part of it at least. Toronto's got great food though. We've been up there. We've been up there a couple different times for Triple D, and there's a place up there called Kaplansky's. Great guy, great chef. Matter of fact, he's coming on Grocery Games next week. But it was cold, and so what did I do? I bought the biggest cold jacket they have. Well, I live in California. I haven't worn that jacket since. But anyhow.
Yeah, man. Guy Fieri is here. Guy's Grocery Games, okay.
Which I need you to come judge on.
Man,
one
I would
day.
love to.
I really need that to happen.
Can I bring Heather with me?
Absolutely.
Okay,
The collard green queen?
Yes.
That's a
The
title.
collard green queen?
Oh, shit.
All right, clear it up. See, what happened was, okay, here's what happened. Remember the first time God came, we cooked, and we had food, and I had chicken for him. So he was like, where are the greens? I didn't make greens at the time. So he was here doing a tour series a couple of months ago, and I knew he was up in the building, so I bought collard greens from home, and I had to serve it to him in a paper cup, which was janky as hell, but he came back to say these collard greens are rocking.
Legit. I'm saying legit because I'm a collard greens aficionado. I mean, I love greens, and I make greens. See, on the West Coast, we didn't grow up with greens.
Yeah.
My mom's from North Carolina, so I grew up with it.
Yeah,
you know?
my grandparents from Louisiana. That's why we grew up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. And grits. Same thing with grits.
Right.
And my kids love grits. My little guy will have to tell me the night before. So like, so can I have grits in the morning? And I have to get up a half hour early to get my get his grits going. But so she brings me the greens, and I'm thinking, okay, greens in a cup. Let's check this out real quick. And I know who she is, and she's cool and this way and this. I'm gonna check this. I do this. I'm like, all right, I'm going, and I smell them, and I'm like, all right, this has got it. We're starting off right. I'm 8. If there had been another serving, had anybody else had I would have eaten theirs. I would have fought them for theirs.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Wow.
Legit.
We got to do the collabo book, Guy and HB.
Your collard greens.
Killing. A book of greens.
A book of greens.
greens.
That'll be hot. Take that.
Collard Green Queen. If you don't have that domain by the end of this show, the Collard Green Queen.
Late.
Oh, somebody get it.
Somebody
DB get it.
All right. Hey, we got Carter on the line from North Carolina. Good morning, Carter.
Hey, Carter.
Carter.
Hey, what's up, guys? How's
What's
it going?
up? Doing great, man. Say hello to Guy, man. You got a question?
Guy, what kind of coffee do you drink?
Hot. No. You know what I am? I'm real picky about my coffee. We were just having this conversation earlier today. I drink what we call an Americano. Okay. And what an Americano is when you make an espresso, that's when you get the best part of the bean. Yeah. That's when you get the real first press of that bean, when you get the nice oils. And what happens is the coffee's not as acidic. What we typically have, a lot of, what we've started drinking in America, or what, kind of everybody drinks, is the brewed coffee, where you just pull everything out of the bean and it gets a little bit harsh. And that's why we're so prone to having sugar and cream in our coffee. But if you go and have an Americano and you add a little you get the espresso and add some hot water to it, that's the way I do it. That's my go-to. But I love, especially coming to New York, man, you got some small little funky little coffee joints. You just pop in there and you'll get some coffee. You just chew your back teeth off. I mean,
damn.
I wanted a double.
All right. So you brought us some food. All right.
Dying laughing.
I love it.
What kind of sandwiches you brought? You trying to?
So I'm a big burger guy. We do in all my restaurants around the country. These are from actually my restaurant in Times Square at Guy's American. So we make these burgers, and the key, we toast the bun on both sides. You see how it's got a little char on the top of it. I like we cook that burger hot, slice really thin, the onion, the pickle, the tomato. We melt the cheese. It's got a little mac and cheese on it. Okay. A little bit of bacon. I remember last time I brought it was all pork, and we couldn't do it, and there were a couple wings. So I thought this would be nice. And you got such a big crew. What is this? Well, this is like an entourage of people.
Yeah, they like to hang out.
I didn't know it was Grand Central Station and the Sway Show come together.
Yeah, man. Let's do this. Let's get Kyle, our intern, over here. DB, OQ, Yinka. You want to taste some of these burgers here? Let's get everybody in on board. Come on, Kelly. You want to get one of the burgers?
Now, the size of some of these cats, stack 4 or 6 together.
Okay, yeah.
Take the stick out of there.
Okay, go ahead, man. Let's do the taste test right here. All right. Okay, here. Go ahead, DB. You go first, man.
So I'll tell you one.
Guy, I don't eat pork. So
no, I know, and I apologize. I didn't even put that bacon piece together. But my guys got up this morning and made these. And there is a separation, between the pork and the meat, just so you know. So,
Tracy, I
but
thought you stopped
here's the
eating meat.
thing. Here's the deal with this. A really good burger doesn't have to be super complicated. You just got to cook it the right way. Yeah. And the real key to this is getting those vegetables in there. And I don't mean them as vegetables to make you healthy. The flavor. Thin sliced onion, thin sliced pickle, thin sliced tomato. What happens, that hot burger hits them, they almost melt. But you get all that acid, you get all that natural flavor. Yeah. So get after it. Let's hear it.
Go ahead, DB. What do you go? Go ahead.
That's a bite. That is like a legit bite.
You're gross.
Oh, that's a princess bite.
What you think? Tracy took a bite too. Go ahead, Tracy. This is money.
Huh? This is money.
You hear Tracy breathing all hard while she chews.
Tracy ain't eating meat.
Shut the hell up. I make exceptions for my man Fieri. Orgasmic, baby. Get into it.
This is
good. What do you think? What it tastes like? Describe it.
I don't like mac and cheese, but I like this.
Mac and cheese gets it going, though. Okay. You know why people don't like mac and cheese?
Yeah.
Overcooked pasta. It's all mushy.
Okay, break it down, OQ, like you're describing it. Go ahead, man.
It's like I just walked into heaven.
Can I hire these guys? I need some frontmen on my game.
Nah, none of these dudes are making Food Network star, dog. I'm telling you,
man, that's not how you do it.
They don't know how to describe the damn ingredients.
His nickname is Young Hungry. This is Yinka, our videographer. Go ahead.
Young Hungry?
Yeah,
that's good.
Go ahead. Give it a couple of layers of details.
Well, I love Whopper burgers from Burger King, and
oh no, fail.
It's over.
At the end of the day, this is really good. I like the mac and cheese edition. It's kind of like I always put fries on my burgers. So,
Little extra.
Yeah, I like the texture.
I get you.
That's good.
All right, man. Okay, man. Y'all go back to work, man. Get out of here.
But I like the fact that no one really broke it down. But what they did do is continue to eat it.
Yes, that's right. They just smacking. These burgers look great, man. Let me see what I could try to peel some pork off. All right, and then you want to talk with Guy, 888-742-3345, and we got a nice little game we prepared for you. That's up next.
This
Sway
should
in the
be
morning.
good.
Sway in the morning, Shade 45. Guy Fieri is here. The book is called Family Food, 125 real deal recipes, kitchen tested, home approved.
Real deal.
You say real deal because anybody can do them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to make it so difficult. I don't like you to have to buy 17 unique items to pull off one of these recipes, and I like them to be cross-utilized into some other recipes. But I believe in real deal. You're real deal, man. I mean, your whole crew's real deal, and that's what it is. There's so much crap going on, so many different, there's so much happening that when the publisher asked me, they said, so what kind of recipes are they? And I said, I know you want something fancy. I know you want me to give you some real cool. I said they're just real deal. That's just this is what I cook for my family. It's what we eat. We eat all over the board. We eat all different types of food, and that was it. And they, I think sometimes they look at me because they're in New York, the publisher, and they look at me and they go, "This boy from California, I don't know."
Hippie.
Yeah, hippie.
Yeah, what a hippie. And you look at but what I always like about your books is the personal feel. You look in and you see pictures of
That's Ryder's arm right there. That's my little guy Ryder's arm right there. So that's him standing in the barn or the garage. I don't know which one it was, but he's standing there, and that's his buddy that he was playing with that day. I said, the photographer said, hold the ice creams up. I said, I want to do stuff that engages the mind. I don't want it to be so simple. I want you to have to think a little bit about it. Like, why does that look that way? And the picture paints the picture's 1,000 words, and that idea. So it took a lot of time for the photography.
That's for homemade waffle cones that take about 35 minutes to make.
It's little things like if you're going to eat ice cream and waffle cones, at least make them.
Okay.
If you're going to be taking on those calories and doing it, make them.
You got the big breakfast burrito in there.
There's a bunch of stuff that there's no collard green recipe, thank goodness. I don't want to get judged over here.
Turkey.
Collard green queen is in the house, and I'm getting, But like that, here I'll show you. Well, you don't eat bacon, so we'll pass through that. But keep going here. Let's see. So we talk a lot about
chicken.
There's one thing I do in there, so is I make these recipes because I'm on the road a lot, and when I leave, usually I leave on a Monday. So on Sunday night, I do a big cook, and I'll always cook extra. I don't call it leftovers. I call it extra. And so I'll cook extra, and we'll like chickens, for instance. We'll roast if I'm going to roast one, why not roast three? The oven's big enough. And then we'll take and pull the chicken, and then I set it up for my wife and my boys that they can have other meals. Like here's enchiladas, or here's making some spring rolls, or some stir fry, or some barbecue chicken sandwiches. And that's kind of how the whole book started. And then my son Hunter, who's down in Vegas at UNLV, which by the way, when you go to Vegas next time, we got to go do that. We got to talk about that.
All right.
But anyhow, that's how the whole book started. And the publisher said, "So what are you doing at home?" I said, "This is like the playbook of the Fieris."
Here it is, the real deal. Okay, so we prepared something for you. Can't let you go without a great game. DB, we call it
Keep It Real.
Keep it.
This fool sent me Keep It Real by Timbaland featuring Genuine instead of the Keep It Real intro.
What the Fiznuck?
I was going to say, if there's a game show that opens up like that, I'm definitely watching.
So do the intro live, DB. Let's go.
All right,
here we go.
We love it when our guests are upfront and honest about themselves, so we came up with a little game called Keep It Real.
I like how the voice change happens. Thanks for tuning in.
All right.
Failure. So hard. Okay, first question. Have you ever tried to cook something that turned out awful?
Oh, God, yeah. Oh, yeah. I think if you haven't pushed your boundaries and made something that didn't, I have fat dogs that sit by the window and watch, how much fork movement is happening? Oh, yeah. You got to,
Okay.
Not every song on the album is great.
Okay, it turned out like my intro. All right. What food gives you the bubble guts?
Nothing really. I got a pretty ironclad stomach, but y'all. I love the term. Can I rip that off? Please?
You can.
The bubble guts is a great one, but there's tequila. That'll give you a little. That'll wake me up.
Yeah.
You get a little.
Next morning too.
Tequila, okay.
All right. If you were on death row, what would be your last meal?
You ever heard about the death row burrito?
I don't think
there's a real thing called the death row burrito, where it's a Slim Jim tortilla, chopped up top ramen, rolled up in hot sauce. They call that. And said there's somebody. It's true, but that's not mine. Mine would be, honestly, I think mine would be pasta, tomato sauce, really good meatballs, sautéed spinach. I mean, it's. I'm talking a meal. I'm not just talking one item. So it would go on and on. There'd be some egg rolls in there. All my favorites, my top 10.
Do you do a bread pudding?
I do a bread pudding with a little whiskey creme anglaise, and we
gotta talk about that.
So when you come back to NorCal, if you don't come up and we don't get the cook on, we got some problems.
Santa Rosa, right?
Santa Rosa.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I know. My bad.
We're gonna do this though. Really.
3 years straight, you've invited me.
Damn.
Starting to give me a little complex.
Right. Final question.
Okay.
How much to shave your head bald?
Huh? You know what? I've said this before. For a good charity, especially anything that has to do with kids and kids cancer. I lost my little sister 6 years ago to cancer. It's terrible. I hate to see what families are going through. I know what my family went through, and I've been asked before, and I said, you find someone to put the money up, we get a good chunk of change going. I'd do it for sure. Especially for cancer research.
All right. Well, man, Guy Fieri, man, that's what we like about you, man. You make us feel good.
Yes.
With your food and with your personality, man. We appreciate you, man.
I love you, brother. Thanks for having me. This is always the best to come back to.
Oh, man.
Collard greens next time.
Okay, collard greens. Guy Fieri's family food, kitchen tested, home improved. And don't forget the grocery games every Sunday. On the Food Network, 8
Starring
p.m.
Sway soon.
Yo, I'm down.
We're going to make that happen.
Yo, let's do it, man. All right, we got welterweight champion, light welterweight champion. Zab Judah is here.
Yeah, y'all.
You want to speak with Zab? 888-742-3345.
It's Sway in the morning. Only
On Shea 45.
Kilo.